Well, hey up everybody, bit of Yorkshire here, Diane.
Hey!
Hey up.
Where do you come?
We're in Boston Park in Rotherham. So this is where we come to. So we was at Eccles, boatyard, boat place, mooring. Oh, my camera's going to run out. Brilliant.
What, already?
Yeah. Do you know I've lost the battery, Diane?
Oh yeah, where?
I don't know. I ain't got a blooming clue. So we're at, like I said, we're at Boston Park, and there's some benches here, Diane, if you want to sit down.
Yeah, we've never done this bit, have
No, we've never done here. Well, in front of us is Boston Castle. It's not actually a castle. It is actually a hunting lodge. Was originally built as a... No, there used to be. So this is the original building here, which is Boston Park, Boston Castle, and it was built for, gosh, one of the Effinghams. What's his name? He's here, and was it? But what was it? Oh gosh, I can't remember his blinking name, Diane.
Right?
Earl of Effingham. So Boston Castle, a hunting lodge built for the Earl of Effingham. Now the Earl of Effingham also had a lot to do with the Boston Tea Party in Massachusetts. So when there was rioting over the taxation of tea, well, he was one of those guys. Now I can't remember if he wanted to bring out, he had something to do with it, but I can't remember what it was. Dan, you have to look it up.
Yeah.
You know what his memory's like.
Yeah.
With regards to stuff. This is what happens when you get old. So this was done as a gift to the Earl, and it was a hunting lodge, not a castle as such. So people would come here, stop here, and do hunting on the grounds here. So a Boston Park, a Boston Park, a Boston Park, a Boston Park. So this is a bit of stuff that you can get here. So the castle was built between 1773 and 1775 by Thomas Howard, 3rd Earl of Effingham, as a hunting lodge. He used to keep pigs and other stuff. But one of the earls, like I said, had something to do with the Boston Tea Party in Massachusetts, where there was rioting with regards to the taxation of tea. You'll have to look for that, Diane. That information. Can't remember. Was it Fitzwilliam, one of the earls? Or was it the Effingham? Was it Effingham? Fitzwilliams?
So find out.
Find out. I can't remember. You know what his memory's like.
Yep, mush.
As we get older, we as brain's not as spongy. Well, it is spongy, but like not spongy in a good way. We forget stuff now.
I've told you before, I've got reason.
Yeah, I have as well. It's cold. getting old.
I've got IIH.
So this bit here is not originally.
It is Fitzwilliam.
Is it Fitzwilliam? I thought yeah, it's one of them, isn't
It
it?
is.
So, and it's also got to do with the Boston Tea Party as well.
Yeah.
Just find some information so we can read it out to everybody. So yeah, this bit here is not the original part of the castle. It was only that bit there. Cough, sneeze. It's because I'm cold. And I used to live down at the bottom of the hill here, which is a place called Canclar. But before it was called Canclar, it was called Lower Moorgate. Okay, that went off then. There's no wind up here. So that down there, my stepfather still lives down there on Bentley Street. But what I call it, that's where I was brought up. I was born at Romosh, but was brought up in Canclar. And used to play on here as a child, play up here all the time, especially in the summertime. And when I was a lad, this was a family lived in here that I knew that originated from Canclar, and they were the caretakers of the building, but later left here, and then some pillock set fire to the place, and was what do you call it? They didn't know whether to demolish it or what, but it was the building is what do you call it? A bit grade 2 listed, so they redid it up. They had to put a new roof on it because the roof collapsed, and so on. But that was back in the late 80s, early 90s, if I remember. So you can go up there. There's supposed to be some days that they open it up so you can stand up atop of there, which I've never done. But when I was a young lad. Okay, why is that? That's going off, Diane. There's no wind, is there?
No.
When I was a young lad, that used to be a shop. And there used to be a sign out here. It used to sell Wall's ice cream in the summertime. And we used to come up to the park with my mum and my stepdad. We used to call in here and we used to get an ice cream. It was like a square block of ice cream, vanilla ice cream with a like a triangle cone sort of thing. So this bit was used to be a shop. Found out, Diane. No. Now was the Earl, the Fitzwilliams, that had something to do with the Boston Tea Party?
They're Rockingham, aren't they?
I think so. I think they're all related. I think they're all related, aren't they?
Yeah. So it's the Earl of Rockingham one, the Marquis of Rockingham.
So they were Marquis of Rockingham. They had went with Woodhouse.
They outwent with people. Yeah. It's them that's I think to do with Boston.
Is it? I thought it were these here because there's a monument. What do you call it?
Rockingham and the Boston Tea Party went with Woodhouse. There's a YouTube thing on it.
Is it? I thought it was Boston Castle.
It's just it went with Woodhouse because they owned it. They've got a thing up there.
So is it?
So Lord Rockingham was a prominent Whig grandee.
Yeah.
And served as Prime Minister of Great Britain between 1765 and 1766, and again in 1782.
Yep.
So, and his estate passed to his nephew, which was William Fitzwilliam, 4th Earl of Fitzwilliam.
Right.
So how does he get into it? The famous patriots who were with the Boston Tea Party is John Adams, John Hancock, James Otis, Josiah Quincy, Paul Revere and Dr. Joseph Warren.
Right. But I thought these had something to do with it as well, the Boston Tea.
There's something.
Because the monument was put there, and there's a, what do you call it, and it points to where Boston is. Well, it used to be. It was like not a sundial, but it was a finger, and it got an arrow, and it pointed to where Boston, Massachusetts is.
There's YouTube here at Wentworth Woodhouse, and it is some.
anniversary of the Boston Tea Party in America. On December 16th, 1773, 60 men dressed as Mohawks, incited by an angry crowd of several thousand Bostonians, dumped 342 chests of tea valued at over £3 million in today's money into Boston Harbor.
Wow.
This protest by the colonists was one of a series against taxation imposed directly by the Crown, instead of agreed on by their own assembly.
It is. It's this
No
one.
taxation
It
without
was
representation.
It is them.
It caught popular imagination and marked a turning
Rockingham and the
point.
Boston Tea Party.
Is it a short video? I can put that on.
It's about 17 minutes.
But
So yeah,
almost
it's not too,
inevitably
you could link it.
towards open
But it has got something to do with it. They are
and an
Effingham.
armed struggle for independence
the Wentworths.
from
No,
Britain.
this is Effingham.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, Effingham. Yeah, I'm sure that I've read something about the Effinghams.
Second Marquis
no.
of Rockingham,
Rockingham.
who was twice
Him.
Prime Minister during the turbulent
He was the
reign
one.
of George III in 1766
So it's about
and
17 minutes long,
1782, had remained in power for longer. Would the Boston Tea Party ever happen? Tea, my lord.
Tea, my lord.
Thank you.
Who was this little-known British Prime Minister? Charles Watson Wentworth was born in 1730 at Wentworth Woodhouse, one of the 5 surviving children of Thomas, Marquis of Rockingham, and his wife, Lady Mary. His parents instilled in him from childhood his crucial role in caring for their tenants and dependents.
Right, just type in Effingham then.
Stories told
Earl of Effingham and see what. Did you have the Effinghams? Did you have something to do with the Boston Tea Party? Because I'm sure I've read somewhere that you did, with regards to the taxation of tea in Boston, Massachusetts.
That's to do with this Rockingham one.
Eh?
Fitzwilliams. It's all to do with Fitzwilliams, Rockinghams.
Right, but I'm sure that I've read something with regards. Right, I'm going to show everybody.
related?
Yeah, I'll be back in a minute. Oops. Okay. Interesting. Hello. Well, down here, everybody, it's still there. The thing is still there, but the plate's gone missing. So I don't know if anybody ever stole that. And he had this where the plate was, okay, and it had different locations on it, and it had arrows pointing. It had a great big one, and it was pointing over that way in front of me, and it was pointing directly to Boston, Massachusetts. So this is where I'm getting the what do you call it from, of where that they here, the Effinghams here, had something to do with the Boston Tea Party, because it was a big arrow and it was pointing directly in front of us, straight ahead over Sheffield there, pointing straight ahead, and it was pointing and it said Boston, Massachusetts on there. I might be wrong, but I'm sure.
Named this lodge after it.
Right.
It was this, we just named this lodge after it, that's all, because he didn't agree with the taxations or anything like that.
So
Nor the American colonies rebels. So he was just in sympathy with them all.
Oh, right. So
1773.
yeah. So he did have something to do with it.
He didn't have lot to do with it, but he was very.
So it was named
after the Boston Tea Party.
Yeah, because he was in.
He agreed with they didn't want taxes.
You mean he didn't agree with it?
He didn't agree with any of that.
So he didn't agree with the taxes put on the people over.
And he was a Whig as well, a Whig supporter for
a Whig, Wigan.
For Earl of Rockingham, Fitzwilliams, who were in support of them. So we were all in support of them. So that's what that's all about.
Right, but they must have been related.
Well, you never know.
Do you know we're being an earl and that?
Possibly.
Because they all, well, we're related to the Queen in some way or another, aren't they? I knew I got something right.
They were friends.
Were they were friends? The Earls and they were friends?
He was the Deputy Earl Marshal for 5 years, and he was made Treasurer and Privy Council under his close friend, the Marquis of Rockingham. So they were friends.
Right, not relatives?
No, but they were very good friends. So that's why he's involved, because he's friends.
Right.
So that's the link.
Okay.
And he agreed that with what we didn't want the taxes and what have you. So yeah. So that's the connection.
So it does have a connection to the Boston Tea Party.
Well, it has a connection to the man who's the Prime Minister at the time and everything, so yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a link, he was Minister at the time and everything, so yeah.
Yeah.
There's a link, he was Minister at the time and everything, so yeah.
Yeah.
There's a link, he was Minister at the time and everything, so yeah.
Yeah.
There's a link, he was best friends with.
So that must have been, I wonder if that were the British that put the taxes on the tea.
Could you imagine so? We'll look into it a bit more.
Yeah. We always get mixed up, don't we? Oh,
It keeps pipping that one. It's
yeah. Why are you pipping? I'd stick a couple of balls down, Diane.
Yeah.
Why are you pipping? Are you trying to communicate with us? Maybe it's the Earl or somebody that worked here. Would you like to let us know? Do you know anything about the taxes, tea taxes?
I put it right near the door thinking,
There's a finger there where lights come on at night time.
oh, hello.
Yeah, you were doing it when I was walking up to it as well. It's not. We can't be sitting here,
Not
can we?
me. No. You was about 5 inches away from that.
So I don't know why. Shall we just stand down here?
Yeah.
See what
Balls
happens.
flashing and all. I put it right near the door thinking,
Yeah.
and that one's near the door as well. Thinking there might be something.
So anybody over there in the United States, if you could find any information out that might be something relevant to the Boston Tea Party, especially anybody in Massachusetts as well, with regards to the taxation of tea, sort of thing there. But I knew there was something there was something in there that an involvement. This is why the building was named Boston, because of the place in Boston, Massachusetts. So this is why this gets its name, Boston Park. Boston Castle is because it's ball's going off now. So is this because I mentioned about Boston, Massachusetts? Is that could you light the green one up? Touch the green one again just to confirm that this could be true. I thought you had something to do with putting the taxes on, but it looks like that you disagreed with the taxes that was put on for the tea. You was in favour of no taxes. So there you go. We get part of the story, but the eighth time we what do you call it. So there you go, everybody. We'll put it down to old age.
It's called Can't Remember.
Yeah, cold can't remember.
Remember.
Yeah, we what do you call it. So can you touch that light again, that green light? Or those two balls that we just placed on the ground. Can you touch them? Let us know that you're here. Did you used to live here? Did you do hunting from here? Did you go out on horse and hunt? Maybe deer? That was once in these woods. Rabbit, pheasants, and other stuff. I come from down below in the valley. I used to live there. Lived all there all my childhood life. So I'm from this area. I was born here. Come on, show us the sign that you're here. Dan's got the laser grid out, showing it's about, and let me tell you, it's bloody cold. So it's only over the last, I think, 10-15 years that they've done all this, which is quite nice compared to what it used to look like at one time. You can hire the building for what do you call it, meetings and stuff like that. There's only one room that you can get into, I believe, upstairs. It probably might be good to one day see about doing a ghost hunt here. That would be quite interesting. Yeah. It's just one room though, Diane.
It's fine, it's not a problem. A couple of hours maybe.
Yeah.
It'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I did ring council up and ask them, and they give me a price, but I can't remember what it was. I think it was like 300 and something quid.
So is there anybody here then that was with us? Are you touching that REM pod? That's what we call a REM pod. The black device with the antenna sticking out. Obviously you've heard it, it just makes a noise. And then that little ball, I've just seen that's no noise type, just lights the flash. You're welcome to touch those, you're welcome to use them. You're welcome to communicate with us. If we say anything that's correct and accurate, do use them so we know we've got it right. And obviously then if we've got it wrong, don't use them.
Did you drink tea? Well, they must have done. Was tea one of your favourite beverages that you used to like having? Did you like?
Same bit here, because you make a noise. You walk up and down, stomp your feet.
Did you like hunting from here? There used to be a great big plaque on the wall here. I'm not sure if it's still there. I don't think it is. I think it got broken. It's gone off again now when I've gone close to it. No, it's not there no more, but there used to be a big round plaque, and it used to be on the wall. And I'm not sure if it was one of the Earl of Fitzwilliams that yeah.
That one we're just doing its thing while it settles down. Other one might
Oh,
oh.
okay, they're both gone off now.
Is that right?
Okay. That's it.
I wasn't expecting that to happen.
What about putting the red one there as well there, and just to, what do you call it? Oops.
Weren't expecting that to happen.
Yeah.
I really weren't expecting that at all to happen.
I'd probably put... So
I
you've got
really
3
didn't expect
REM
that
pods
to
there.
happen. That's unusual. Oh,
So
come
blue
on.
one's gone off.
That's unusual, that.
Yeah.
That's
Can you light them all up? Light them all up.
And they weren't going off under the bridge when we went to the bridge earlier.
Well, the green one did.
Yeah. But I've moved that green one out to lights in the bag here.
Can you light all 3 up?
I thought it could have been vibration. I was walking around there.
Can you light all 3 up?
To have 2 to go off, that's unusual.
Yeah. Could do with all 3 going off.
One you're on fence, 2.
I'm not, I'm still here.
No, yeah, I know.